I mean, this has also been going on show after show. I'm not going to spoil obviously what happened at the last show, but man, this has got me really invested. And this is how I actually discovered Right Cabaret, by the way.
Yeah, so that kind of snowballed all from a Zoom call with Crowley, where just on the off chance, Crowley was like, yeah, so I know all the words to You're Welcome from Moana. And we were like, well, we're obviously going to do something with that. We have to do something with that. And then Crowley and Moth wanted to work with each other. And so we were like, right, well, we'll work something out. And the Disney match happened. And I think from there, it just kind of, those two characters were just, I think what works with the Crowley and Moth story, and I think it's what WWE are doing really well at the moment, is that their story isn't a wrestling story. It's just it's a people story. It's like, will these two fun characters who we like, are they actually just going to be friends? Are they, what's going to happen? What is their relationship going to be? And that was the whole story of them. There was wrestling kind of happening around it, but the focus was like on this friendship and the relationship between those two characters. And obviously at the last show, we saw Moth leave Crowley. In the Riot Cabaret universe, there's still a big question mark over what's going to happen with those two. Whether is it all, are they going to be able to make amends? Is that it for them? We're going to have to wait and see.
Absolutely. James, anything to add on that, mate?
Yeah, Sean's described it pretty well, but it's definitely one of those things where we have lots of ideas in our heads of things that we would like to do and ideas that we think would be cool. And then when something clicks and when one of the ideas that you have had, really does kind of connect with an audience, you can kind of go, okay, then let's really make something out of this. And from the shows onwards, it was our third show, Slap and Grand, which is where we first put those two together. Every show since then has had a beat on it to kind of further the Crowley and the Moth story. So this story in itself has been going for 2 years in one way or another. And as Sean was just saying, there are still stories to be told as part of this. So it's one of those ones where if you were to go back and watch the main event of our last show, our last August show, that is All Singing, All Dancing 2023. And when you see the wide angle of when Moth and Crowley as this dysfunctional pair who at that point ostensibly despise each other, I think it's one of my favorite moments in Riot Cabaret history, watching the way that venue reacts, because there are pops and then there are pops that are just moments of sheer kind of unadulterated joy. And you see everyone just leap to their feet as one, as the three is counted. And I remember being ringside for that. We've had some loud pops at Riot in the past, but nothing. That was the most kind of primal, like joyful, collective one that I think we've had. So that remains, I think, one of my favorite Riot Cabaret moments. They are so good as a pair, whether they are in cahoots or in opposition. And yeah, they've very much been part of the spine of Riot